Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the 2024 NFL Playoff Divisional Round scores, where this weekend were played the four games in the divisional rounds in both conferences, the AFC and the NFC. And now that the divisional round finished, now we have the four teams that will play in the NFL championship game. So yesterday, in the Saturday, we had the first four games. Where in the first game, in the AFC conference, the reigning champion team, the Kansas City Chiefs, didn't have any problem and defeated the Houston Texans 23-14. And in the second game, in the NFC conference, the Washington Commanders did a surprise and traveled to Detroit, and they defeated the Detroit Lions 45-31 to advance to the NFC Championship game. And today, the last two games, in the first game, in the NFC conference, the Philadelphia Eagles had a difficult game, but in the end, they could get the victory and they defeated the LA Rams 28-22, and they advanced to NFC Championship. And the last game of the day on and of this in the divisional round, the Buffalo Bills in a close game, defeated the Baltimore Ravens 27-25, and they advanced to the AFC Championship game. So let's talk about a little about this game. Let's start with the first game yesterday in the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Houston Texans 23-14. About this game, there was a lot of polemic about this game because about the bad performance from the referees. Some people, it looks like the referees sometimes they decide to make some calls to in favor to the Kansas City, but to be honest, I think that I don't believe that because most of the time the referees are have they referee in favor to the home team. And to be honest, the Chiefs were a better team. The Texans made seven errors that lead to the loss. About this game, the game was very close in the halftime where the Chiefs were leading 13 to 6, but in the first half the Texas made three mistakes because they missed the kicker missed a field goal. He missed a extra point, and the Kansas City Chiefs block a field goal. So the in this kind, the Texas missed 5 points. No, sorry, 7 points that were very important and could have changed the game. In the second half is when the Chiefs have been playing better in the season. They thought they scored the Texas 10-8, but in the end they had the game under control in the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they had an easy game and they defeated 33-14. With this victory, the Chiefs advanced to the AFC championship game. This is the seventh straight game that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to play the AFC, and the sixth time that the Chiefs are going to play at home. Now the Kansas City Chiefs are going to look for to to qualify to the Super Bowl for third straight time, and the fourth time in the last 6 or 7 years. And the Saturday second game in the upset and surprise of the round, the Washington Commanders defeated to Detroit, traveled to Detroit and defeated the Detroit Lions 45-31. This was a tremendous game. I don't know if it was the best game, but this was the most emotional game because the Washington Commanders play a tremendous game, and the best part of this game was in the second quarter where it was a score 40.2 difference. It was an amazing game. The Lions were started to winning the game 7-3 because they were leading the game in the first quarter, and they were leading 14-10 in the beginning of the fourth quarter. And in that moment, I thought that the Lions were going to have an easy game. They're going to take the control of the game and they're going to lead this game. But after that, the Lions defense and Jared Goff, the Lions quarterback, play a very bad game. The Commanders play a tremendous game because they had 441 total yards
299 by pass, and this was the difference to win this game because the Detroit Lions defense, especially the secondary, the defensive back, play a very ugly game, and the Commanders took advantage of that, especially Jaden Daniels, the Commanders quarterback that scored 2 touchdowns. They were making the surprise because in the halftime they were leading 31 by 21, and also another and they were leading by 10-point difference. In the third quarter the Lions reduced the game to a 7-point difference, 24 to 31, and in that moment I thought that the Lions were gonna to take the lead of the game, but something that changed, I think that was a typing point, was that in the beginning of the fourth quarter, I think in the beginning of the fourth quarter or in the first minutes of the fourth quarter, the Commanders were playing the 4 and goal, and the Detroit Lions made a mistake because they had 12 mates in the defense. It was a penalty that led to the Commanders to a first and goal. There they scored a touchdown and they increased the lead to a 14 or 17-point difference. And in that moment, the game was over. In the end, the Commanders won the game 45-31, and they won the game and advanced to the NFC Championship game. How I told you, the difference here was that the Lions play a very bad game, especially the Detroit Lions defense, and Jared Goff, that he threw by 3 interceptions. Two of them, the Washington Commanders scored 14 points. So you can see here that the difference was 14-point difference. And this was and these two. And this difference where the Commanders took advantage of the Detroit Lions give it away, because the Lions had 1 fumble, 4 interception, and this was the difference to lose this game, because the Commanders had no give it away, and for that reason the Commanders won it. With this victory, the Commanders qualified to the NFC Championships game for first time since 1991, and this is amazing because they have been doing a tremendous season. And today's game, in the first game, the first game was in the NFC Conference, with the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Los Angeles Rams 28-22. To be honest, this game was closer than what I expected, because I thought that I predicted that the Eagles were gonna to win this game by more than 10-point difference. About this game, the Rams play a tremendous game, but I think that the errors in the beginning of the fourth quarter mark the difference to lose this game. The game was very close because in the halftime the Eagles were leading by only 3-point difference, 13-10. In the third quarter, the Eagles scored 3 points, and the Rams scored 5 points by 1 field goal and 1 safety. And in the end of the third quarter, the Eagles were leading the game 16 to 15 by only 1 point difference. I thought that in the beginning of no sorry in the last minutes of the third quarter, the Rams made a safety, and they were leading the game by they were trailing by 1 point difference, 15-16, and in that moment they had the sorry the possession after the Eagle safety in the beginning of the fourth quarter, and I thought that in that moment the Rams had the moment of the game and they were gonna to win that game. But after that, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, the Rams had 2 costly fumbles, because in the first fumble the Eagle defense recovered, and after that the Eagle offense scored a touchdown. Later they made another fumble, and the Eagles, I think so, they kick a field goal and they increase the lead. And after that, the Saquon Barkley scored a touchdown, and with less than 20 minutes, with less than 4 minutes to play, the Eagles were leading by 14-point difference, 28-15. And in that moment, I thought that the game was over. But after that, the Rams scored a touchdown with less than the 3 or 2 minutes to play, and they reduced the game to a 6-point difference, 28-22. After that, the Eagles had the possession, but in the offense, but they couldn't move it, and the Rams had the last possession of the game. They were in the Eagles red zone, but the Rams couldn't score a touchdown. And in the end, the Eagles won the game 28-22, and they advanced to the NFC Championship game. With this victory, the Eagles will be in his second NFC Championship game in the last 3 years. This is amazing. And in the last game of the divisional game, and I think that the most exciting game, the Buffalo Bills defeated the Baltimore Ravens 27-25. About this game, this was a very close game, where I think that the big difference was the Baltimore Ravens error, que costly a loss of them, and for that reason they lost the game. The Buffalo Bills play a good game, especially in the first half, and for that reason they won this game. In the first half, in the halftime, the Buffalo Bills were leading the game 21-10. I thought that in that moment the Buffalo Bills had the game under control and they were going to close this game in the beginning of the third quarter. But in the third quarter, the Ravens played a tremendous game where they scored 9 points. They scored 9 points because they tried a 2 points attainment. They missed it, and in the end of the third quarter, the Buffalo Bills were leading the game 21-19. In the fourth quarter, the Bills scored 2 field goals, and the Ravens scored a touchdown, but because they had tried another 2 points attainment, they missed it and they lost the game. Here there was some important things that make the difference. For example, even the Baltimore Ravens made several mistakes because they had 3 giveaways, 2 fumbles and 1 interception, but only these 3 giveaways, the Buffalo Bills only got 2 points, 3 points, and also one of these fumbles were sorry, and another big mistake is that sorry, Mark Andrews, the tight end, the Ravens tight end, made 2 mistakes because sorry, he in the middle of the fourth quarter he had completed a first down, but he missed the ball in a fumble, and the Bills recovered that ball, and after that they scored a 3 points, the 3 points, but in the last minutes of the game where the Ravens had to score a touchdown, the game was 25-27. The Ravens tried a second chance in the 2 points attainment. The Lamar Jackson threw the ball to Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews caught the ball, but he couldn't catch the ball very well, and for that reason the Ravens couldn't tie the game, and for that reason the Ravens lost the game, because you can see here that the Buffalo Bills didn't make any mistake. They didn't had any giveaways, but the Ravens had four errors, 3 giveaways, 2 fumbles, and 1 interception, and the Ravens missed the two chances in the 2 points attainment. The most costly was in the last possession of the game, where the Eric Andrews couldn't count the ball, and for that reason the Buffalo Bills defeated 27-25 the Baltimore Ravens, and the Buffalo Bills qualified to the AFC championship game for first time since 2020. So the championship game will be the next. The games will be played in 1 week from now, where in the next Sunday, in January 26th, in the NFC Conference championship game, the Philadelphia Eagles will receive the Washington Commanders and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the next Sunday, and 15 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that this is a divisional game, where in the season each team won each game. So this will be a tremendous game, but I think that in this moment the favorite are the Eagles. And in the AFC Championship game, the Kansas City Chiefs will receive the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City, Missouri, the next Sunday and 18:30 Eastern time. Remember that the Chiefs only lost one game in the season. It was against the Buffalo Bills, but it was in Buffalo, New York. So this will be different, but I think that you can bet against the reigning champion team, and I think that the Chiefs are gonna to win this game. And in my opinion, in this moment, for 1 week from play the championship games, I think that the Super Bowl will be between Eagles against the Chiefs, but let's see. So in this video, I talk about the games that were playing the divisional round weekend, where in the AFC the Chiefs and Bills qualified to the championship game, and in the NFC the Commanders did a surprise, defeated the Lions, and the Eagles defeated the Rams, and the Commanders and the Eagles qualified to the championship game. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment suggestion, you can write me in any of my social media platforms. So see you next video. Jura.